Morning, folks. Sorry I'm late. I'm on the naughty step this morning. I'll give you a few minutes to come back onto the stream. And I'll get Facebook sorted out. I do apologise. I had some technical difficulties this morning. About to go live and the bloody computer shut down. In fact, it wasn't due to the computer, the whole bloody house shut down. So I had to wait and it rebooting. Let's get Facebook sorted out. As I say, I do apologise. I'm on the naughty step this morning, okay? As I say, I had some power problems. Power went down just before we were about to go live. But we'll get through it. Fortunately, there's a store function on the computer, so everything I had up is back. Okay, morning Elizabeth. Morning folks. Still bloody booting up. Anyway, it's Indie Truck Davy. Newspaper headline review of the 7th to the 10th, 2024. And as you can see, Indie Truck Davy put the truck and at home in his office in Salford, North Lanarkshire, where it is a wonderful morning. Mainly sunny, 12 degrees. No bad for October in Scotland. No bad at all. Anyway, that's the weather for Salford, North Lanarkshire. You want to know what the weather's like where you are? Look out your own bloody window and maybe leave a wee comment so that I know what the weather's like where you are. Okay, now let's get into it because I am running late. It's the 7th to the 10th, 2024, and that marks a year of conflict, genocide, in the Palestinian occupied territory of Gaza. We'll get more of that this afternoon with the Two Davies. Okay, we'll get into it a wee bit more. Dylan Dundee, Tina, thanks for letting me know. Anyway, we'll start by putting the times up because that's the first rag we've got today. We've got a few to put up. Let me see, this will be probably the last one on the page. Where's the last one on the page? Jesus Christ. Anyway, here we go. We've got the Times up. Big story in the Times today. Grey ousted in Labour coup. Okay. But, what go on a bit. We've got more than one headline here. And the Times' first headline is, Reeves abandons pension tax rate to spare teachers and nurses. What a load of bollocks, folks. You've got to remember, what's happening here is they're speculating on where the Chancellor's going to raise revenue. Now, this rag was running a piece last week along with the Telegraph to tell us that Rachel Reeves was about to raid the pension pot. Well, Labour's got form. Gordon Brown did it after all. But now it would appear the Times and probably the Telegraph and others will now be speculating that it's no a raid on pensions that's going to happen. It'll be something else. Okay, so they're backtracking on what they've already said. Oh, happy birthday, Stephen Bankier. Right, so it is just speculation at this point in time. Now, what it says is tax rate to spare teachers and nurses. Well, if she has been looking at a tax rate on pension funds, she's probably been advised by her advisors that this won't go down well with teachers and nurses and of course the public sector as a whole. So that might be true. She might be taking a step back because of the possibility of industrial action down the road if she raids the pension pots. So, as I say, it is all speculation. As I say, but the main headline, Grey ousted in Labour coup, Sue Gray resigns to be replaced with Morgan McSweeney. Sue Gray says there was a plot to oust her. Others say Starmer realised that the chaos in number 10 was because his chief advisor and a chief of staff just wasn't up to the job. Just wasn't up to the job. Now, as we know, Sue Gray was a well-established member of the civil service, a high-up member of the civil service. So the idea that she wasn't capable of running a department like number 10, I don't know. It doesn't sound likely. But anyway, the guy who has been credited with Keir Starmer's landslide to get him his 440 MPs or 30 odds, now that he's suspended God knows how many. It's crap. This guy, McSweeney, did nothing. Labour were winning them whether they campaigned or no. In fact, Labour could just have put candidates in and put their fucking feet up in England they'd have won. Simple as that. You didn't even need a campaign, somebody to manage the campaign to get Starmer into number 10. Didn't need to. There's no fucking alternative in England. So they were going to vote Labour. There was no need to campaign. None. Anyway, that is the big story of the weekend. Sue Gray's ousted. Right. So let's move on, shall we? The eye goes on. Gray ousted in Downing Street power struggle. The loony rag, right-wing rag, the Daily Mail. It goes with chaos in number 10. Sue Gray force a farce shows PM's lack of judgment blast Kimmy Badenoch. Kimmy fucking Badenoch! Who gives a shite what Badenoch thinks? You get right, don't you? Who gives a shite what ever the fag end of the Tory party thinks? You know, why these people who have got us to where we are today, and the new mob who are a continuation of the Muppets that got us to where we are today? Who gives a fuck what they've got to say? Labour's change. New sort of austerity. Everything's going to be fucking means tested. What's the change? The change is, it's a new type of austerity. Everything's going to be fucking means tested. Simple as that. Yeah. So who gives a fuck what the fag end failed member of the Conservative and Unionist Party thinks? Wow. And the other loony rag, the Express. I'll stick this one up, I think. Let's have a look. I think I've got the Express. Normally pick out loony rags. It's a fail. Here we go, the Express. Lovely. The first headline in the Express is the story of a hostage in the Palestinian prison camp of Gaza. This young lady was in the wrong place at the wrong time on October 7th, 2023, and found herself hostage to Hamas. And I feel sorry for her parents. But I'll tell you one thing, the Israeli state's done nothing to get this young lady back. They have bombed this shit out of the place where she's been held. It's a miracle she's alive. And the main headline, of course, Starmer's chief Sue Gray exits his sinking ship. And do you know that's a funny thing about this, folks? Less than 100 days in, and it does feel as if Starmer's administration is fucked. His personal approval rating was never that great, but it's in the gutter now. It's in the bloody gutter now. And Labour, wow, Have an election tomorrow, and that would be a parliament full of fucking independents. That's how disappointed the people are with Labour. Right, the Telegraph has 3 headlines. Let's put it up. Once we can find it. No. Doesn't know if I've put the Telegraph up. I will. Anyway, Telegraph has 3 headlines. The main one, Sue Gray, ousted as PM wields knife. What's wrong with this fucking combative shit? Oh, political moves, coups, knives. It says a lot about the politics, doesn't it? It says a lot about the political discourse, the tribalism within politics. A headline like that. Sue Gray ousted as PM wields knife. As far as I know, he's a vegan and couldn't fucking cut a lettuce. Ah, well. Anyway, the second headline in the Telegraph is "Stand behind us, Netanyahu warns West." Stand behind you. We're fucking looking at you in horror. Unfortunately, that's not the way the administration is behaving. But the rest of us are looking on in fucking horror. I mean, who would have guessed 12 months ago the reaction from the headbanger at the head of the Israeli state would do what he's done? Say, we'll get married on the Two Davies. The Metro runs on the headline October 7th to mark 1 year of genocide in Gaza and to remind the people that one of the hostages in Gaza has a UK passport. Okay. Now, the Rancid goes on a cracking headline today. I've got to put it up because the Rancid's just brilliant. This is the paper that tells us we were better the fucking together. I'll show you better together, Daily Record. You don't do fucking irony, do you? Here we go, folks. Let's see what the Rancids go for us today, shall we? Here we go. The Rancid. 1 in 5 Scots struggling. 1 million Scots living in poverty. People have tougher lives than our wealthy nation should tolerate. Get this! We've got a record saying our wealthy nation shouldn't tolerate this shit, while at the same time telling us we were better the fucking together. Well, I guess people got what they fucking voted for. But I'll tell you what, it could be worse. In the north of England, 1 in 3 live in poverty. In the south of England, 1 in 4 live in poverty. In Northern Ireland and Wales, 1 in 4 live in poverty. So at least there's less people in Scotland living in fucking poverty. But that's no comfort. But you did get what you voted for. You were told better together. Well, this is your fucking better together. This is it. This is your fucking better together. 1 in 5 years in poverty in one of the most asset-rich, well-educated, healthy populations on the fucking planet. That's your better together for you. We rant for you another day, folks. There you go. Davy's on form. You can tell I'm getting rid of my flu. Bam pots at the Rancid. Fucking Rancid. The Vow. Devo Max. Better together. There's your fucking better together. And by the way, where is my fucking Devo Max? The Herald. Government failing to use powers in poverty battle, says Joseph Rowntree Foundation. And that's not just aimed at Holyrood, of course, because the Joseph Rowntree Foundation is no fucking stupid. So it recognises that all roads lead to Westminster when it comes to funding. Simple as that. So, the Joseph Rowntree Foundation points out that the UK government is doing fuck all on poverty. The SNP are trying, and doing no bad considering they've got one hand tied behind their backs. But as I say, that headline they're answered, and this nonsense, well, there's your fucking better together for you. Yeah. This one I am going to put up. And there's no rant on this one. This one's serious. And this is the Scotsman. Where are you? The Scotsman. Here we go. Starmer. UK must stand with Jewish community. Well, you know what, folks? This is going to surprise people. But I actually agree. We do have to stand with the Jewish community. Because this Jewish community here in the UK have suffered because of the actions of a government in another country. I'm quite happy to stand in solidarity with the Jewish people. I'm not willing to stand for the Jewish state and its administration's behaviour in the Middle East. That I'm not going to stand for. But I won't stand for the Jewish community here in the UK and Scotland specifically for us being blamed for what's happening elsewhere. These people don't live in Israel. These people are not Israelis. And it's up to the people who live in Israel to sort out their administration. If they want to be able to live on this planet going forward. Because what Netanyahu is doing is turning people's back on the Israeli state. But more widely, it's harming the Jewish people who have never been in Israel, who are no Israeli, and don't go and live in Israel because they don't believe Israel's where they should fucking be. Then they've received the message to go to wherever it is they're supposed to fucking go. But Zionists, well, you know, they believe Israel's Zion. Right. So no, I don't have a problem standing with the Jewish community against any hatred that's being shown towards them here in Scotland. Because the Jewish community here in Scotland are no Israelis. They're Scottish Jews. Simple as that. But I'm not willing to put my support behind the state and an administration who's committing genocide and trying to start World War III. We'll get married out to Two Davies this afternoon because there's been some significant developments over last week and the conflict which is going on in the Middle East. Okay. Right, the Murdoch comic, The Sun, it goes on a celebrity story and the headline 1.8 million cost battle and Blagator. Now that's the headline. I have absolutely no idea what it's about and I had no inclination to go and find out what it's about. I'm not going to waste your time with this celebrity shite. What I can say is, it would appear that Murdoch and this particular comic have round their neck in when it comes to politics. Because every story since I've started this back up has been a bloody celebrity story on the front page. It's become more a celebrity magazine than what it is a paper. But that's cool. We can live with that. But we have come to that time, folks. That time when we put the seriousness of the situation to the side for a few minutes and we go to the star for a smile. Because one thing's for sure, when it comes to loopy tunes and headlines, the star is the star of the show, even though some of the other ones are fucking good. But the star is the star of the show. Let's see what these nutty goons have got for us this morning. Where are we? Oh. Let's answer. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now crazy boffins want to bring back to life extinct 5-foot rodent with 9-inch teeth. Did you see that massive beaver? That's the way to start the week. That is the way to start the week, folks. Did you see that massive beaver? Now crazy boffins want to bring back to life extinct 5-foot rodent with 9-inch teeth. You gotta love this star. You know, in a world of doom and gloom, you need some absolute feckin' saneness. The star's the sane one. Because somewhere there probably is a boffin wanting to bring back a 5-foot rodent with 9-inch teeth. Whereas the stuff in the serious rag, most of that shit's made up. I love this star, folks. I love this star. Right, managed to catch up, get back on track, folks. Just say I'm sorry, I'm on the naughty step today for being late. It's just one of these things. The power went down. Beverly the Beaver. Thanks, Alistair. But no. Thanks for watching in decent sized numbers, large numbers, 121 easy there between the two platforms at this point in time. I want to thank you all for your comments. Sorry I can't get through many of them. And the after show chat until the more folks, and then right after the show, the more will be an after show chat. But I would say, I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it informative. I hope you enjoyed the wee rant in the middle. And there was something else I was going to talk about, and it had to do with the National Insurance Fund surplus. As Rachel Reeves was talking about a raid on pensions. Well, 2023-2024 alone, the National Insurance surplus was 72.8 billion, which is lent to the government to use. So, black hole? What fucking black hole? Just borrow the National Insurance surplus, Rachel. Have a nice day. Be back at 4 o'clock today or again. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much, and we'll see you at 4 p.m.